At his father's funeral, everyone expected one thing: a massive inheritance. But the lawyer said something no one was ready for. "Adam, your father gave away most of his fortune to charity." Silence. And the only thing he left his son was his library. He didn't react, didn't argue, didn't question it. Because standing there, he realized something he might have ignored for years. He already had everything money could give him: the companies, the accounts, the control. He had seen what money could do and what it couldn't. But this felt different. When he stepped into that room and his eyes moved to the shelves, it wasn't just books. It was a life. And at first, it felt like a mistake, like something was missing, like something important had been left out. But the longer he stood there, the quieter that feeling became, and something else started to take his place. Not confusion, not disappointment, or perhaps the beginning of it, understanding. He stepped closer, ran his fingers across the spines, some smooth, others rough edges softened from years of turning. He pulled one out. A folded corner marked a page. Another had underlined sentences, words pressed darker as if they mattered more. A small note slipped out. "Read this again." And another, just one word in the margin: "Important." Shelf after shelf, he kept going. In another, the margins were filled. Short thoughts, questions, sometimes just one word: "Important," "Wrong," "Try this." It wasn't random. It was thinking, alive on paper. And then he noticed something. Every section held something different: money, psychology, business, habits, focus, failure. It wasn't one idea. It wasn't one breakthrough. It was a pattern. His father hadn't followed one book. He had learned from hundreds, quietly, consistently, over years. And then a memory came back. He was young, sitting beside his father on an old couch. He picked up one of those books. The pages were bent. The words were underlined. Notes filled the margins. He frowned. "You ruined it." His father smiled. No rush, no correction. He simply said, "No, I used it." At the time, he didn't understand. To him, a book was something you kept clean, something you finished, then forgot. But his father treated it differently. Sometimes his father would sit quietly, reading something written long ago. Then he would pause and say things like, "Adam, I just had a deep conversation with someone who lived 100 years ago." As a child, that sounded confusing. Now, it felt powerful. The house was often quiet, while others followed the news, jumping from one update to another. His father would turn off the noise and open a book. "News tells you what's happening," he once said, "but books, they help you understand why." There was also a small notebook, always close. Inside it were ideas, quotes, thoughts. "Most books won't change your life," his father once said, "but a few can." Still, he didn't take it seriously. To him, it was just a habit, nothing more. Until one evening, he asked a simple question: "Why do you read so slowly?" His father looked at him, then closed the book gently. "I'm not trying to finish it. I'm trying to use it." Then he added, "Every time I read something, I ask one thing: how will this change what I do tomorrow?" That question stayed, but the meaning didn't. His father didn't become rich because of luck. He changed, slowly, page by page, idea by idea, day by day. Books didn't give him success. They changed how he thought, and that changed how he acted, and that changed everything. And once that started, it didn't stop. One idea, one action. One action, real results. Those results made him read more, again and again and again. Not in big moments, but in quiet ones. He pulled out another book, more worn, more used, a line underlined twice. Beside it, "This is where I was going wrong. Most people don't have a money problem. They have a thinking problem." And then he remembered, before the success, before the stability, things were tight. "Why don't you just work more?" he had asked. His father opened the same page. If working more was the answer, everyone working 2 jobs would be rich. I was doing that, nothing changed. So I stopped asking, "How can I earn more?" and started asking, "How do people who already solve this think?" That was the shift. Not more effort, better thinking. At first, he ignored it, but his father lived it. Same wake-up time, every day. Reading, working, resting. Not intense, consistent. And slowly, that pattern became his too. A little earlier mornings, a few pages, just enough. At first, nothing changed. Then something did. Clear thoughts, better days, more control. Years passed. The business grew. The world moved faster. Life became louder. And somewhere along the way, Adam stopped reading. There was always something more urgent, more important. Until one day, there wasn't. The house felt quieter, silence everywhere, and the book was still there, aged, marked, waiting. He picked it up, slowly, turned the first page. He could almost hear his father's voice between the pages, not telling him what to do, but showing him how to think. For the first time, he wrote something in the margin, then closed the book. Not finished, but used. Standing there now, as people spoke about success, he finally understood something. His father didn't leave him money. He left him a system, a quiet way of learning, of thinking, of making better decisions again and again, and that was worth more than everything else. That same week, he was faced with a decision, a large investment, fast, attractive. Everyone around him said yes. It looked right. It felt urgent, the kind of decision people rush into. He almost did. Then he stopped, went back to the book, read a few lines, looked at the notes in the margin, and asked himself the same question his father once asked: how will this change what I do tomorrow? The room went quiet. For the first time, he wasn't reacting. He was thinking. He saw what others missed. Not the opportunity, but the risk. He said no. Weeks later, the deal failed. Just another mistake he didn't make. He closed the book, not because he was done, but because he had used it. That's when it clicked. Books didn't force change. They changed thinking. Thinking changed habits. And habits changed life. He looked around the library again. This wasn't a collection. It was a map. Every shelf, every note, every page. A step his father had taken. Not perfectly, but consistently. And for the first time, he understood. His father didn't leave him money. He left him a way to build it. Some people inherit wealth. Some inherit nothing. He inherited a habit. And at first, it looked small, almost useless. But habits don't show their power in one day. They show it in what you become. And maybe that's how real changes happen. If you're still watching this, this might be your sign. Read that book you've always wanted to. Write on it, mark words, talk to it. And don't ever be afraid to use it.